is that wrong? Because you're going to use your atheist values to vote on what I don't want. So why should I listen to you? And on top of it, you don't have a moral basis or grounding for even why you're doing it to begin with. Because it's it feels good. My preferences. So I think it's, it's a little funny when you're debating atheists and they don't want to say the quiet parts or the metaphysics that they're getting into without even really thinking about it.
But doesn't it matter?
What's the price of lifetime for this one?
So you think that
40 G's.
that
Cheapest you're gonna find in the world. I was asking 44,000. It's the cheapest in the world, guaranteed.
Oh, possibly.
It was a little couple scratch.
Sometimes, like, I ask the proper question. It's like, I think these people are well-meaning at times, and it's like some of these people love fucking animals, right? And do you think animals have souls? And do you love that animal? And like these people that fucking love animals, dude, like. Then they get that weird feeling in their gut, like there's something fucking wrong. Like, wait, maybe this ain't right, but they don't want to fucking admit it, though. You know what I mean? Well, what is love? Is love a real thing? Is there a source of it? I thought it was just a couple of chemicals going on in your brain, and they're going kaboom. And it's just this weird chemical thing that happens in your head. It's not real. They don't like that. What their worldview overly reduces to if we're talking about like materialism. But I think they're smart enough to kind of do away with the militant atheist, like, angry Reddit atheist nonsense and rhetoric and just, bite the bullet and maybe concede a little bit and be like, I'm really agnostic to this. Maybe there's something to it.
So are there such a thing as jihadist atheists?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But there's also, I would say, what's the difference between somebody like Riggle and a Dawa bro? Doesn't feel that different to me.
Same difference, you mean?
Yeah, same thing. And so, to me, that, it'd be different if it was I see this atheist and I'm curious about their life and how do they understand their morals. Maybe I can teach them something and it's more curious and friendly. But I feel like the way you go about it and the way these Dalbor goes about it is they go in it for the kill. And I don't think that is at all.
It depends on who I'm talking to. You're probably right about that, but that's because most of the time I'm running into a person that's a poor interlocutor. They really don't want to play fair. They want to play dirty. So I'm going to play dirty with you. Why the fuck am I again?
You do realize that an atheist is rejecting the God of religion, right? He's mostly rejecting the God of books, the God of organized religions, the God of dogma.
The religion that has caused a lot of violence.
Yeah, exactly. So he has his own reasons. But this is the God the atheist is most of the time rejecting. Sometimes, you know what? I don't blame him. Because also the theist doesn't lay grounds for freak irrationality. Doesn't lay grounds for
where he walked at and what it led to. She shows you the pathway and then the kind of the blueprint of the hotel. And I didn't know that. I thought it was
Рост очень высокий. Хотя сейчас вот у меня страховка в последнем году, она упала. То есть у меня в прошлом году был какой-то ужас. Вот. Сейчас я перестраховался. То есть что-то они там...
I think that's a great thing. I think it's a great thing that Israel is emerging as an alternative defense supplier for Europe, as a center of excellence, really, for going to be. America cannot be a single point of failure in this maritime order.
What you talking about, Willard?
So that's not good for the long-term stability of that. And what we do see also is that basically all of those countries are allies when we push them, to figure something out. They don't say, well, we don't want the maritime order anymore. They actually say, yeah, we like the maritime order, and we're going to find some way to continue it, even if America is not always, going to support it. And that's actually a good test in a way. So I think we want all those allies to the degree that we can get them. We maybe have to pressure some more than others, but I don't think we can get rid of any of them.
Or we just give them stuff. You're right. We don't have to manipulate them. We just give them stuff and manipulate them.
No, I don't think you can give them stuff. You need them to give stuff. That's the thing that some of them need to do.
Or we take their stuff and make good stuff.
And some of them are finding a way to give. Okay, Germany has started to up its requirements, its goals for its military. Okay, Israel is doing a tremendous amount in terms of arming and training NATO nations. Okay, offering them technology. I'm sure Israel has done a lot to support the improved defensive situation in the Gulf over the last 5 years with interceptors and stuff like that. Those are all good things, and we need them to do that. And Japan is going to start dealing arms to the world again. And they were a big arms supplier at one time.
Rafi, can I play my time after he's done?
Shut up, dude.
No.
Is that Kawasaki?
Listen, but there's a queue, bro.
Let him finish. Jason, is that Kawasaki?
No, it's Howa, Mitsubishi Heavy Industries, and so on. And Japan is doing military exercises in NATO countries with NATO countries. Okay? So Japan is going to be a big part of the security story for the world.
What a good
And I don't think they want to do that empire thing again. It didn't work very well. I think they see that.
I would have to look at my phone to make sure that I'm muted when I'm about to scream, Jason, shut the fuck up.
No, leave Jason alone. They're going to do a way better Jason with America involved, and we're going to do it humanely. We're going to be humane warriors. It's going to be
who's
great.
next, man? Okay, so we're going to
leave Jason
Okay, hold on.
Dick.
Rafi, one
Rich,
second.
you need to shut the fuck up.
One second. Rafi, hold on 1 second. So, the one mic thing applies to everybody. Rich, at this point, you're at your quota of nonsense. Come on, don't be a dick. Everybody else is cooperating. If he's being too long-winded and the moderators want to shut him the fuck up, I am capable, Rafi is capable, Father is capable. If you think someone's talking too long, there's a nifty button in the top right of your screen that says leave quietly. You're always welcome to do.
Let's move to Arash.
Yes, thank you.
It's finally your turn. Mountain, we're almost beside you. You're next.
Yeah. Well, I thought I was next. All right. All right. So, in my point of view, Europe is already gone because, first of all, they have imported too many Muslims. The birth rate of the Europeans is zero and going to minus. I mean, either they're just living their single lives, or even if they're together, they don't marry. They don't have children, and if they marry and they have children, it's just one or maximum two. The Muslim immigrants, they come in with 2, 3 children, sometimes 2 wives. They just produce up to 6, 7, 8 children, and there are also 3rd, 4th, and 5th generation of, for example, in Germany, Turks, and in the next 20 or 30 years, over 90% of the majority of the population are going to be Muslims. It doesn't matter if you give them equipments or not, they're gone already. Because from the Muslims' point of view, the Jews, the Christians, they must convert to Islam or they must die. Or they must pay jizya, which means taxing the non-believers that they don't believe in Allah. So, forget Europe, it's already gone. I mean, the only sovereign country is Poland, maybe Switzerland, but, I mean, they don't play a role because the population is not that much to be able to stand against
these Muslims and also the Russians that are trying to conquer Europe from the other side, and so someday they're gonna meet up with Muslims in the middle and they're gonna fight too. So Europe is already gone. I think the best bet here is to invest money and time on countries like Iran, like United Arab Emirates, and Iran has shown in the past to be a very reliable ally. It was Jimmy Carter, that piece of shit, who backstabbed the Shah of Iran and helped Khomeini and these radical Islamists to come apart.
Yeah. Now you're speaking about Iran, right? Like right now we're speaking because right now we had an eye. No, but Arash is speaking what it was before. We don't know.
No, I was
Iran
talking 5-6 minutes. It was only 30 seconds. You didn't hear the 5 minutes or 30 seconds?
I heard. No, I heard everything.
Yeah, the majority of my speech was about Europe.
No, I understand. Europe, I agree with you. At this, we'll start making already peace alliances in the Middle East because this is going to be the new Europe is going to be East. I understand where you're going with this.
The new Middle East is going to be free.
Yes, okay. Let's say they're getting rid of all their shit and they're sending to Europe and they're trying to clean up the Middle East. So basically, let's dump Europe and start making alliances in the Middle East with like the UAE, the Saudis. Because if they're getting rid of all their shit, all their radicals, everything towards Europe, which Europe is adopting them and allowing them to be there, so let's start making alliances with, again, the UAE, Saudis, Israel, in the Middle East, and fuck Europe.
Yeah.
Let them collect the garbage. But the problem is when you say Iran too, Iran, we don't know who's going to be tomorrow the leader. We know who the leader is today.
No, you don't know. Who's the leader? Who's the leader?
Who's the leader?
Yeah.
The IRGC still has control over the ground.
IRGC is not a leader. It's a terrorist
Doesn't
group.
matter. The terrorists controlling the ground. Mountain, 1 second.
It's not a leader. It's just a terrorist group like ISIS.
Doesn't matter. They have control.
It does matter.
Because
the next leader of Iran is gonna be our king. His name is Reza Pahlavi, the son of Shah.
That's nowhere said, written, or has happened.
No, it has. These people have called him. If you didn't hear that, I'm sorry. You don't follow me.
Hold on. Everybody shut up. Everybody shut up.